What's up everybody, DJ Travis here of Elite Events and Entertainment. Welcome to 2022. It's a new year, we have a whole new plan. Now, first, before we even get started, if you like this video, you like the content that you've seen on this channel, definitely go down, hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications, that way you get videos every single time I drop one. If you like gig logs, gear reviews, DIYs, and how-tos, this is the channel that you want to subscribe to. Now, as I said at the very beginning of this video, it's a whole new year with a whole new plan. So today I just want to kind of share with you the goals, the changes and modifications that I'm making for not just my business, not just my setup, but also in myself, so I can further my career and at the end of the day, make a lot more money. So my first goal business-wise is to hopefully hit 50 weddings this year. I'm at 42 already. I don't see booking 50 to be a big challenge. I know you're thinking, well, why 50 when last year you did 64? 64 last year was not anywhere by design, and I would have never booked myself that many weddings in 1 year. But with COVID reschedules from 2020 moving into 2021, it just made 2021 an excessively busy year. And it actually got to the point to where I was starting to feel just a little bit of burnout, which is not a good thing. You don't want that. So for this year, at least in numbers, I'm hoping to hit 50. I'm sure I'll surpass it, but more than likely, I'm gonna stop somewhere around 55. Another one of the goals that I've set myself is to really start concentrating on putting out YouTube content that's not just gig logs. If you've been a long-time subscriber to this channel, you'll know that gig logs is primarily all that I do. But now that my son and my daughter are starting to get a little older, they're a little bit more self-sufficient, and they don't drive their mother as crazy, I'm able to push out a little bit more content that is, you know, tutorial related, vlog related, that isn't just gig logs. So my goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year, 2022. I don't see that being a huge problem. And to put out more content for you guys, because I love you guys. I've also set forth some other social media goals that doesn't really involve Instagram or Facebook. I feel like I'm pretty good there. I'm pretty strong in the Instagram and Facebook world when it comes to marketing, social media. The one place I really lack, and I know it, is Pinterest. I went to Wedding NBA back in November, and I heard from 3 different speakers that weren't just DJs saying that Pinterest is really no longer optional. If you want to stay relevant and you really want to rake in a lot of clientele, you need to be extremely active on Pinterest. So my big social media goal for this year is to get acclimated with Pinterest, learn how to use it properly, that way I can increase my visibility out there to the general public. One of the main personal and business goals that I've really set for myself is to set aside a certain amount of time each week to actually get on the decks and practice at home. That way I can really hone in and fine-tune my mixing skills. I'm not the greatest mixer out there in the world. I can do it, but I really want to start getting ahead of the pack, at least in the Louisville market. So I'm really going to concentrate and dial in on my mixing skills so I can become a superior mixer. As you know, last year I introduced the LD Systems Maui 28 G2s into my sound arsenal. This year, I plan on getting the LD Systems Maui 44 G2s, that way I can start doing bigger crowds with column arrays. We're actually looking to eliminate totems out of the setup completely, and we're actually going to find a fly point rigging system with the Maui 44s and the 28s to where we can mount lights on the top of the actual array. That way it cuts down our setup time, it gives it a much cleaner look, and the client will actually have a choice between white or black, because you already know my mother-in-law is going to make me some white scrims for my 44s. Now, with all that being said, I know you just heard me say I can offer my clients between a white and a black setup, so you already know it's coming. Yes, I am going to build an all black video booth as well. That way, if the clients want an all black look that kind of disappears into the background, or if they want an all white look to match their white wedding, they will have the power to choose. I know to a lot of DJs that doesn't really matter, and in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. But I think my clients will really appreciate the thought in letting them choose if they want an all white flashy setup or something that blends and disappears in the background once the lights are off with an all black setup. Some of my other personal business goals is to really strengthen relationships with venues and other vendors, whether it be caterers, other DJs, photographers, venues. I really want to strengthen the relationships that I already have and make some new strong relationships with others. The more you network with a vast variety of other vendors, you will end up making more money in the long run because more people are going to be willing to recommend you. So that's pretty much it. That is my game plan. Those are my goals for 2022. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I've always been of the belief that you should always set realistic, achievable goals for yourself. It's okay to shoot for the stars, but more than likely you won't make it. But if you shoot for the moon, you might just make it to that. So set something for yourself that is achievable, something that you won't give up on because it's almost impossible to achieve. I want to hear what your goals for 2022 are. Put them right down there in the comment section. I want to see what your game plan is for the wedding season of 2022, whether you're a club DJ, if you have a club goal or a certain kind of event goal. If you're a wedding DJ, I want to know how many weddings you're hoping to book this year, what your goal is income-wise, what your goals and dreams are as far as your setup and all that stuff. I think it's awesome when people make goals for themselves and actually achieve them. So again, put them right down there in the comment section. I want to see what you are planning to do for the 2022 season. Until next time, take care. Peace.